Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Playing a FoCj Conjurer for the 0.19 release tournament, one of the Nemolex choices. And we made it through Dungeon 3. Not a humongous milestone, but, you know, we're still alive. Considering the gigantic pile of horrible monsters on Dungeon 3, I think that's quite an achievement. We found some goodies along the way, right? We're wearing a buckler and we're carrying a pretty reasonable shield. Let's switch to my Dagger of Holy Wrath for this. I don't know. I could just cast spells. I don't know. I wanted to have the dagger available, but it was still the wrong thing to do. So, okay. That's maybe not the best plan. Maybe I should drop it so that I'm not tempted to use another book. Book of Maledictions, more hex books. Huh. Am I a Formicid Enchanter? I've got a dagger. I've got the two primary hexing books. Huh. Yeah, here I'm not including the one that Arcane Marksmen start with because they're so bad. But this has two Chemas, right? Like, that's a good spell. But I don't really want to... Well, you know what? Dazzling Spray. I already had access to that, and I said I didn't want it. But I have so many good hexing spells available, i.e. Confuse and Tukima's Dance, basically, that I think I would like to remand. I'm not sure that's the right way to use the word remand. Remand my previous whatever when I said I didn't want to use Dazzling Spray, because it can be a good bridge into hexes for me, and the hexing skill won't be wasted if I'm planning to pick up Confuse or something anyway. So let's actually try that. Yeah, I mean, Magic Dart is at 3 pips, which is not full, but it's fine. And we can turn off spellcasting now, and I don't know, that maybe? Sure. I have enough spell levels left that I could learn Confuse if I wanted. That's a very disconcerting wall over there. Not disconcerting so much as concerning, I guess. There were a lot of monsters over there, and I didn't like the idea of going out there. Leather is probably good. It'll impact my success rates, but those are fine-ish. Right now we're at 212 with 6 on Searing Ray, and if we switch, we're at 311 with 8 on Searing Ray. Like, that's fine. AC is a little bit better than EV in the early game, and I think that a slight trade-off like that is worth it. It's not a huge deal either way, I suspect, but... Oh, actually, I should use some stones on this chump. See, look how good hunting slings are. You can just kill worms without having to be next to them, without having to spend any MP. I don't understand, how slings are so good, and there are good players who don't think that's true. They just are great. But I don't know. Like I said, there are good players who think slings are meh. And they're good players, so I can't really just dismiss their evaluation. I don't understand it. I think slings are insane in the early game, right? You don't want to win with slings, but I don't think there's any character that I would play that I wouldn't be like, yes, a sling in the early game. It just removes so much of the risk from combat when you can... Oh, there's Temple. I forgot we have Fedhas. Jeez. It's a good thing... Oh, boy. A good thing that they... Oh, no! I know why I'm not getting any piety. I'm chopping up all the corpses. Oh my god. Oh, I did that wrong. Redefine it to... He automatically... it used to be the case that you had to press P to pray to convert corpses to Fed Haas toadstools. And so I always forgot to do that, and like I never got any Fed Haas piety. And that's no longer the case, but that is, he now like automatically converts corpses for you. Man, I wish they'd put that on something like A. I don't know, some other letter, because like they did for Trog, right? Burn books used to be on AF, which is like the place that your racial stuff, like digging, should go. And someone, I guess, complained about that. And so they put it on AA, because it's the first ability you get from Trog, right? So it should go on AA. But everyone, like, Berserk should be AA, right? I'm like, I agree with that. And I don't think that it's specific to Trog either. I think, like, the abilities you get that are useful, it's kind of nice for those to be first, you know? But okay, so I'm going to be probably forgetting at some point in the game what AA does. Oh my goodness. That is awful. What do we do about this? This is totally, by the way, my own fault. I knew he was there, and I just, like, charged over. I should have, since I didn't know if it was a scary enemy or an easy one, I should have reacted as though it was a scary one, and walked away and tried to get to a spot that's better to fight. So, here we are with an Orc Wizard. Not really clear on what to do about that. Like, the obvious thing is just Searing Ray, but he could toast us pretty hard. And he could blink out of the way of it, for example. Also, he could just, like, bop us with a flail and I'd be pretty sad. I could try walking away, but I think he would probably hear me. I could shaft, but I think that's a little bit premature. I think I'm going to just try a Searing Ray and see how that goes. Not well. Let's back off. So he has Cantrip. That means he's got haste. We don't care about invisibility, but he has, like, some scary spells. Okay. Well, let's try one more Searing Ray before we give up and shaft. Okay. Incredibly, the monsters up there couldn't figure out how to find us, so I'm going to dig a little kill hole to rest in. It's a rest hole, I guess. And get, yeah, the Orc Priest. Oh. Let's try to get away from all that. Yeah, I guess we want to get out of this area without the orcs noticing, so we go, like, through the wall. Is that the ogre again? No, it's an ant. Okay. One more Searing Ray, I guess. I'm going to tab him a little first so that I get back up to 5 MP, which is enough to exhaust a Searing Ray. Just okay, got him. And more dex sounds good to me. I don't have any dodging yet, but I plan to. Dazzling Spray is doing all right. Let's memorize Confuse as well. Cool. Another ant. I'm worried that this is some sort of anthill vault or something, and they're pretty nasty. So I'm going to try to tackle it in very small chunks. Okay, boy, that second Searing Ray was a lot more effective than the first. Ogre, I don't like at all. I maybe should have learned Takima's Dance, actually, rather than... Dazzling Spray? No, I don't know. Yeah, this place is awful. We don't want to be in there. But it's a knoll. Huh. Let's just leave them all alone. We could take the knoll, but he would shout, and you know, who knows what all that other stuff is. I don't want to mess with it. And oh my god, this is terrible. It's really actually quite a problem that I have not been getting as much Fed Piety as I should be. Because getting like to 1 star of Fed Piety, oh geez, is like incredible. God, guys, get up. No! No! Okay, we gotta get out of here. I don't like shafting down to 6. But that was just a bad place, and it was not going to get better. You know, I mean, maybe Dazzling Spray would have won the day. It would have blinded the orc, but like, where were we going to get the damage output to kill him, even if he was blinded? I don't know. It's not at all clear. Jellies? What planet is this? Jellies. I don't know what jellies. Like, one jelly, it's like, yeah, sure, okay. There's a jelly for some reason. Oh, no! Alright, he hasn't seen us yet. Oh, the ninja! We made it! Oh, if that guy found us, we were gonna have to shaft again, probably. So we don't know where the stairs are. We're in terrible, terrible danger on this floor. Oh my god, I think he's back. He is. Alright, well, see ya. We got some recovering to do. This is pretty bad. Okay, so we gotta use our brain here to stay out of danger. See why digging makes so much noise, huh? I always forget that it does. Yep, not going that way. Pretty much a lot of monsters we could find on Dungeon 8 would eat us alive. Actually, though, it looks like there's no way out without being seen by at least one of these monsters. Is that correct? Yes. Well, I'm not shafting again. This is pretty rough. We can stop training shields. Dazzling Spray and Confuse are kind of okay right now. Maybe we can use those to get out of harm's way. There's not any direction in particular we could go that would be safer. So let's just go over here. A Hound. He's gonna bark. Hopefully that's okay. A wolf? Oh my god. A Hound was okay. A wolf is not okay. What if we wanted to confuse him? 43. We'd only have 2 shots. And then we'd be out of MP. But we'd have enough time to run away from the wolf at least. Hopefully there's nothing else scary. What is a wolf even doing here? Is this like Grum? Is Grum around? Because if so, we're going to have more wolves to deal with. I don't see how we're going to kill this guy with conjurations, right? We need to hex him or shaft or something. And obviously shafting just continues to make the problem worse. But, I mean, what else are we supposed to do, right? I don't have, like, any damaging wands or escape scrolls. I might have escape scrolls, actually. But it's a little late now. Like, if we found teleport. Oh, it doesn't even work. I'm a Formicid. Alright. Well, there's that. Okay. So, I think I gotta just confuse this guy and then walk away. Alright, we got him confused. I saw another monster moving around down here, but I have to hope, I think, that whatever it is doesn't see us, because I don't have enough MP to deal with anything. Okay, I think this has worked. We've gotten away from the wolf. No? He found me? He was confused. He shouldn't be able to track me. That's real rude. Well, I think I have to confuse him again. Like, I cannot kill him with conjurations. I'm pretty sure that that is my position. Especially not on 3 MP. I guess I could quaff a potion of magic, but I don't think that that's going to do it either. Maybe if we had 10 MP to funnel into him, we could do it with 2 Searing Rays. That's a thought. But he also could kill us in that time, so, you know, there's that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll confuse. And if that works, great, I'll run away. Or actually maybe try to kill him? There, just tab while he's confused. Confuse is pretty good. But I don't know if it's that good. But okay. And if it fails, I think I'll quaff magic and then try the Searing Ray plan. I'm feeling pretty bad. Oh, whoops. Zap. Confuse on the wolf. Didn't even cast it right. Alright, I think we're going to get him. Yeah, we needed full MP. So I think that earlier when we had only 6, we were sort of right to try the confuse plan. But maybe not. Like, it was pretty close to not needing more than 6 MP to kill him, right? So maybe I should be a little more optimistic about my conjurations. Hexes are at level 4, but they're like pretty important to my survival right now, so I think I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to go back up here into an area I have observed no monsters in. I want to explore as many squares as I can that I know don't have monsters. Because they might have stairs, and that's all I need right now. A Crimson Imp, huh? They're a bit loud. And I know there's something down there, a little ways away. So what I'm going to do is shoot a stone at him. And then, wow, that's a lot of damage. He didn't shout. The thing about Crimson Imps is they blink a lot, so I'm not sure Dazzling or Searing Ray is the right thing to do. Confused? They have high MR, right? Yeah. Right, let's try a Searing Ray here. I don't know that it's the right thing, but I also don't know that it's the wrong thing. Okay, so he chose not to blink and then he died. That's fine. Stairs. Stairs. We did it. Alright, a centaur skeleton. Hopefully not that huge a deal. Okay, we recovered a single floor. I'd rather... Oh my gosh! A stair! Ooh, and a potion? I don't have any scrolls of identify left. Okay. Throwing net would be quite good. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go out there and get it. Alright. Pick up a couple of these things. Alright, that's enough. That's enough greed. Okay, so here's where the floor with the ghost, and look at all those monsters. But we're at least now no longer quite so far out of our depth. Did the Gnoll shout? He didn't. Okay. Okay, just checking our success rate on Confuse. And it's like tolerable. I want to keep training hexes because I think it's a nice shot. Ooh. Yeah, but we can at least do this. Confuse would be alright, but I think when he's in melee range, we can probably handle him with just Searing Ray. Oops. I didn't notice I had finished the Searing Ray and just skipped a turn in the middle of combat. Wow, look at our HP with 0 fighting. Formicid. Formicids are pretty good, I guess. But I think we're going to turn off hexes for the moment. And I do want a little bit of defense. And training fighting is a pretty good way to get that. Later on, we'll be able to work on some other kinds of defenses. But for now, I think fighting is the way to go. Since we have a good HP aptitude and a good fighting aptitude. I'm not so fond of this. I could go back to the staircase. Are things that bad? The staircase is fine. I think because I can always come back up through the staircase if I don't like... Boy, I don't like that they're right next to the stairs, though. If I don't like what I find down in Dungeon 7, I can come back and deal with this later. But this is just obviously not what you want to be doing with your life, right? So, down we go. Alright. Let's leave that alone, since our warrior skeletons are kind of a big deal. Another hunting sling, which I'm not going to equip immediately, Because if it's cursed, I'll be pretty sad. Ooh. Can't afford the invisibility, but I'll put it on the list. Along with Ambrosia, I suppose, and pick up that Curing. Potion of Flight and a Potion of Heal Wounds. There's a monster, but it's a frog. Okay. I'm passing a few turns here, waiting for the frog to just sort of wander away, hopefully. He's not. Alright, let's just leave that alone for now. We'll come back later. We should be okay against the frog, but... oh my god, this guy is never... alright, fine. They have pretty poor magic resistance, so that's a thing we can do. Yeah, just confuse him and sling him to death, right? And then once he's back to walking in a straight line, hit him with a Searing Ray. Okay. That's a plan that I like. Polymorph. Not exactly sure about that. Oh, another staircase. Sure. We don't want to be on Dungeon 7. Confuse? Dazzling Spray? Probably just Searing Ray. Nice. Oh, and there's a staircase there, huh? To get us back to Dungeon 5. Ooh, shiny buckler. Oh! God, this floor is a mess. I don't think I'm willing to commit to taking that staircase, which means I want to walk away. But I will annotate this floor as remember to not come here without a good reason. And also remember that there's a buckler to pick up. I should actually dig myself a kill hole now while there are no ghosts listening. Oh yeah, get that Searing Ray final shot. Get dead. Yeah. All right. And we're actually hungry, which I guess is fine. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'll just eat some food rather than start butchering corpses because I really want that FedHas piety as soon as possible. And as I mentioned earlier, made the mistake of not getting it earlier when I could have. By way of forgetting that with FedHas you have to worry about corpses. And I let my gourmand get the better of me, you might say. Okay. Come on, FedHas. I'm doing everything I can for Mother Earth. Just give me one mushroom. That's all I ask. I mean, I wouldn't mind 2 mushrooms, but I mean, I'm not gonna... beggars can't be choosers, I guess, is what I'm getting at. Have we found any upstairs? Just that one. Let's identify a potion. Lignification could be good in some situations. An Ice Beast. All right, we're gonna go ahead and Searing Ray this guy. I think we can handle this. Got him. An Orc Wizard by himself, I'm not too concerned, but... oh, good. Stairs. But he should be near some other orcs, so we don't want to mess with that. Dungeon 5! We made it. I don't know if I've ever been level 8 on Dungeon 5. That seems like pretty low, but I guess I'm not sure. Pretty high level for a low depth, but I'm not sure. Maybe it happens to me all the time. I just don't pay that much attention to what level I am when I enter a floor generally, so I'm not sure. But it certainly feels like we gained a lot of experience that we normally would not have by the time we got to Dungeon 5. Have I heard where the water is? No. Okay. He blinked, but he stayed right in the line of fire of my searing ray. Got him. Okay, so it's very distant from this spot right here. I may want to, like, I don't know. I really do want to go to the sewer. Because the loot should be pretty good, and we should be able to handle it. Oh, it's distant. Okay. The thing I'm worried about is that by rushing to get to the sewer before it closes, I won't be resting as much, and I really need my MP. What? How is it distant from, like, here, and very distant from... Where was it, actually, that we were? Shoot. I always open up the map to try to fix in my mind where we were. I think it was, like, down here-ish, right? So that would tell me that it's up in the northwest direction, but there is no northwest. I mean, there could be. I could dig up there and see, I guess. But I also could be misremembering where stuff was. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything up there. It's very distant from here? And distant from here? Okay, so it's like over on the east corner of the map. Probably northeast. Meat, that's good. That means I can delay, I can continue. Oh, this looks promising. I don't know why I thought that. It's the same color of wall as everything else. It just looked different. But it's nearby, so there you go. Edmund, no thanks. He does have a good weapon. But, not the kind of thing that the kind of risk I can afford to be taking. Anyway, I assume it's up in here somehow, or something like that. It's distant, interesting. So it's this way. There it is. Metal, rock. Edmund might be in the way. I'm not at all convinced that I want to fight Edmund. What kind of weapon did he have? Flail of Draining. Ugh. Oh wow, look at that. Look at how much our fighting is going up. That's pretty good. So the thing is, we could try, like, digging our way in. Actually, I don't know which side is the door. It might be, like, on the east, and not the north. I just assumed it was the north side, but I'm just gonna try to find another way in. Try to find the way in, and hopefully avoid Edmund in the process. Yeah, and it looks like we can get in this way. I don't know if we can get in the other way or not. Yes. Oh, it is down here. Whew. All right, we made it to the sewer. Great. But I think it's been quite a long and stressful episode, actually, with all the shafting and so on. So before I dive into the sewer, I think we're going to take a break and call this episode to a close. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.